Hey folks, welcome back. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate everybody visiting the channel and watching the video. So today is Sunday, July 24th, I think it is. It's about 90 degrees, very humid, and it's a little bit afternoon time. So what's the best thing to do? Go outside. But when you live in a climate where you have long, cold winters, well, at least for me, I kind of enjoy the hot weather because it's short-lived. So what I want to do is take you on a tour of the garden, show you what's growing around the property, and we'll start with the main gardens and then move on from there. I've got blueberries, apples, pumpkins growing, and I want to stop by the grapes, show you what's going on there. So if any of you are grape experts, you can tell me what's going wrong. I think they need to be pruned real good. Steve from the garden had told me what to do. I have to go back and look at his comments, but we'll take a look at those, and any grape experts, feel free to chime in and tell me what I need to do. So we'll get to those in a few minutes. So let's start with the main garden and show you what's growing. Okay, we'll start in this garden here. This is a new garden. We expanded it this year. This is the first time growing in this area. The original garden is over there. We'll be expanding again next year, hopefully, if I have time. So I've got to name these gardens. Haven't figured out a name yet. We've just been calling it New Garden, or over there. So anyway, we had planted over here, I forget which was which, but we had beets and radishes. And the beets didn't do anything. They never came up. The radishes did really well. We just harvested those yesterday, and I'll insert a clip in here. We brought them in the house and washed them off. So I'll insert the clip on the radishes. We had a pretty good harvest on those. I'll be planting some more here in the next few days, so we'll have another batch for this year. In here we have our green beans. Just a small batch of green beans. They seem to be doing pretty well. And here we've got chickpeas. Now all of this was planted, let's see, probably about 5 or 6 weeks ago. Today's the July 24th. These were planted sometime, I think, in mid-June. It's probably the second or third week of June. This is all our nasturtium. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then here is some lettuce through there. They're not doing all that great, but we'll give them time. We water the gardens just about every day. One thing we're doing real good on is the weeds. And this is how we do it, not so much a how to do it, unless you want expert advice on weeds, and then I can give you expert advice on that, because we're really doing well on growing weeds. And we've weeded this out a few times already, and it's just a constant battle. But here, I believe this is our eggplant. Not sure what's growing here. And it looks like we got flower growing there. Something growing right there. And there. Let's see, what else do we have? Over here, we have more, at least we had, I don't know, we had chickpeas growing over here. I don't know if those are the chickpeas or not. I think they are, but they don't seem to be doing too well. But we had some seeds left over and we stuck them in there. So we'll see how they do. Over here, we've got our butternut squash. Yeah, we're getting there. Looks like they're starting to sprout. Take another look here. Not much on that one. Little fella right there, if you can see it. So those are all the butternut squash. All right, so now we'll come around to the old garden. I guess that's what we'll call it today. And here we have our summer squash. They're coming up pretty good. Starting to flower right there. I got one flower there. A couple more over here. So they're on their way. Here, got our corn. Now the corn seems to be kind of slow, growing kind of slow. But again, it's only been probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks. So we'll see how it goes. We just went to a local farm where we do some of our shopping. And their corn, they've got acres and acres of corn. And their corn wasn't much taller than this. So that makes me feel better. We may be doing okay. And then, let's see, right here, we got our peas. And I don't know what kind of peas. I'm guessing green peas. I don't know. Got some flowers. I don't know. I'm just a grunt. I have to ask the head gardener. But those are our peas. They're getting up there. I'll probably have to build something higher for them to grow up. Just got these cages here, these tomato cages right now. And then over here, some carrots. They're not doing too well. I don't know if it's the weeds killing them off. I really doubt that because, as I said, we've really been weeding this out, but it just keeps growing. But we've got some carrots there and a decent bunch growing there. So we'll just let them go. Another one over here. Hope for the best. Here is our acorn squash. Decent batch there. And I'm not sure what we have for flowers yet, but let's see. Now we're getting there. There's some in there. Yeah, some in there. Now let's see. This whole long row here, those are our purple beans. And from a video that we did last year, I showed some purple beans, and a lot of people didn't know what they were, never heard of purple beans. But you can see they grow out purple. So some people asked what they taste like. So I guess I'll tell you they taste like grapes. Now when you boil them, they turn green, and they just taste like beans to me. I mean, Yeah, it tastes like beans to me. But we got a good batch. And again, here I'm going to probably have to build something higher for them to grow up. And then here we've got cucumbers starting to flower. So this whole row are our cucumbers. And then I think finally in here, I don't think I showed these yet. These are our wax beans, yellow beans. They're flowering good. So those are the two main gardens, and then we'll move on to a few other little spots that we have.